First of all, as I said in my speech here, the rural area is different from the town. You walk through the grass, you see where you have stepped, you have got other means of surveillance, we can easily locate you in the bush. That's why the terrorists can no longer use the bush. They cannot even use Mount Renzol, which is very difficult terrain, but we are very strong there. That's why their last way of hiding is here in the town. Just hiding in borders and it is the last resort where they think they can do some damage. So being porous is not a problem. It can be porous, but where do you end up? Where you end up should be in the rural areas. They can no longer end there. Certainly not if they are armed. We want to do the same for the towns. Two final ones or what?
Okay, two final questions. Lubega Francis Sapienza and Kasim Kaira, Azam TV.
Thank you so much, His Excellency. My name is Lubega Francis. I work for Radio Sapienza, Zambia. My first question is...
Only one question, please.
My colleague hinted on it, but I wanted to elaborate more on it. There is a new wave of people power in the country under the lead of Bobi Wine. In case of any chance, are you willing to engage Bobi Wine for a talk or a dialogue? Secondly, you mentioned about the problem of night prayers and then discourse. Are you proposing or suggesting that there should be measures put to regulate this night discourse and prayers? Thank you.
No, I don't want to. Of course it would be good because this noise disturbs people. So I think we shall have to discuss it with those involved. I don't know why they can't minimize their noise. But for me, when I'm insisting on cameras, because cameras can see whether there's noise or not. That's not a problem. So the noise issue will be different. The noise is only important to hear alarm, to hear the bullets. But if we have got other means of detecting, like seeing by camera, then the noise doesn't affect anything. About dialogue with any of the groups in Uganda, this is no problem. We always have dialogue with under IPOD. You remember IPOD? Dr. Rugunda, would you like to say something about that? You can use that program.
Your Excellency, President, colleagues, Inter-party IPOD is a team of parties which are represented in Parliament. They meet at regular intervals to see how best to work together, not only in Parliament, but as political parties, and see how to work for the common interests of the country. In addition to IPOD, there is the National Consultative Forum, which is a body for all the registered political parties in the country that meets also regularly, discusses issues. At the moment, the Prime Minister, the Chairman, and Ndugu Amanya Moshega of FDC is the Deputy Chairman. That one also works closely to try and harmonize and resolve issues and champion the common interests of the people of Uganda. So that is summary, Mr. President.
Thank you. But about people's power, I think those people are not informed. The people's power was demonstrated recently, because you remember recently we had LC1 elections. What did they call that? Was it who? The one who was asking? Rubega. What did you call that? You know, the millions who turned out in every village, 58,000 villages. Was it 54,000? They said 54,000. I don't know why the others didn't vote, because the villages are supposed to be 61,000. And that was massive people's power. This is just recently. It was in June, wasn't it? The LC ones were in June. Was this June or May? When were they? June or May?
In July, actually, Your Excellency.
July. So, I think that was real people's power, because they turned out by the millions and voted openly, not hiding behind the vote papers, in flesh. So if you are looking for people's power, I thought you saw it. But in case you are in doubt, you wait another chance.
Your Excellency, Kasim Kaira from Azam TV.
And then there were the women councils. The women councils, they showed up. You, the media, you are deceiving yourselves. And I'm sorry for you. But I'm not responsible for your spiritual affairs. Otherwise, I will feel very sorry for you. Because even in these by-elections which go on, as I said in my speech the other day, since the general elections, we have had 35 elections or by-elections, and NRM only lost 4 by cheating, which are matters in court. But the way you present it in the papers, you really deceive yourselves. I wish you good luck. Katonda Jari.
Your Excellency, Kasim Kaira from Azam TV. Your Excellency,
From
Azam TV, Tanzania.
Azam.
Yes, Azam TV.
Hiyo iko wapi hiyo?
Iko Dar es Salaam na ulienda kuizuru mara ya mwisho ulipokuwa kule.
Oh, ndikwenda huko?
Naam, ulizuru viwanda vya Azam TV vya Azam.
Azam ile mo
Ya Bakhresa.
Oh, okay.
Naam. Now, my question, Your Excellency, is regarding, during all my school days, we used to have class monitors. And as a plan B, the class monitor would always have a sheet on which he would write names of naughty people. Whenever a teacher turned up and said who was making noise, that is the quickest list that the class monitor would always get out and present to the teacher, and these people would get beaten up. On the issue of security that you have been addressing, there is the issue of suspects and the arrest of suspects. There are hundreds of people languishing in prisons for crimes they have not committed. They are part of that list that is always present, that is picked up whenever an opportunity comes up. We've had endless cases of people who have gone to court and evidence has failed to come up. I think this goes to police and in terms of how they carry out their investigations. This has affected people's view of the government, especially when it comes to the administration of justice. Your Excellency, in terms of improving security, there has to be a way of investigative ability that would allow the right suspects to be taken in. There are people who have been released for no cases, yet the damage they have suffered in their lives cannot be taken away. What can be done? What is your government doing to ensure that the right suspects, while we are investigating, are picked up?
But that's exactly what we are doing. Because when we talk of technical means of investigation, it's because we want to use or minimize the human element. the element of okuwayiriza to tell lies about somebody. Because if your picture was seen in the act, what will you say? It will be very simple. If your voice was heard, if your fingerprints were seen, that's why really it is, what we are doing now is not only for security, but also for justice, so that people are not victimized. Because when the police is under-equipped and has to rely on human information and all that, you can get some of those mistakes. And that's why we want to really modernize the investigation side of dealing with crime and of dealing with security. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I have also a question.
You want to ask a question?
Your Excellency, that this particular journalist traveled all the way from Lira to attend this press conference.
Okay.
He requests here.
Your Excellency, I left Lira at 5. I always follow you everywhere you go, but they always lock me out.
Okay.
Now, I'm called Jimmy Uhuru. I'm a proprietor of a radio station. So I act as a journalist. I do all the work at the station.
You are the one who
I hosted you even in Lira.
You are a good man.
Yeah, but you promised me, but my promise was not fulfilled.
No.
I wanted you to reward me openly, Your Excellency, for the job well done. To encourage some of these journalists also to be professionals like me.
What we agreed will be done. What was your question?
My question is, it's more of a suggestion. Of recently, I heard people talking about police not being well equipped. Police, we no longer see police having big motorcycles to chase after these thugs who are murdering Uganda. So I would suggest if we could get police should be equipped with big motorcycles. Of recently, some members of parliament came up with a suggestion of having a lead car to escort VIP personalities. But I had a suggestion, Your Excellency. These modern double cabin pickups, they are more comfortable than even the Pajeros these MPs are using. Why don't we give them, or they buy these double cabin pickups and they put their 2 policemen at the back? That would cut cost. Then secondly, so many taxis are in Kampala and motorcycles. You cannot tell which border operates from which stage. Even taxis only have numbers. But when you go to Europe, they'll tell you Kampala to Ntinda, route number 1. Kampala to Bwaise, route number 2. Why don't these taxis be given such numbers? Whereby, because the wananchi, they are not keen at looking at number plates. See? So I would suggest, let these taxis have routes, numbers put on them. Borders, let us have colors. Whereby, if an incident happens like that, you can stop and ask, who did this? Then you say, oh, it was a red border. Red border belongs to which state? Wandegas area. A blue border belongs to which area? Ntinda area. I think this would really help us. Then another problem I have with CCTV cameras, I would suggest let them be installed in suburbs. Because most of these killings are not done within the city centers where these cameras are being installed. If these cameras are put in suburbs, like the Bulengas, Natete, Bwaise, those are densely populated areas. This camera will serve its purpose. And I don't know if it can work at night because of the night vision. You see? Because you might find the ones that have imported, they are fake cameras. You just see it there and they're not doing anything. You see? Because Ugandans are known for importing fake things. You might find the cameras is somebody's business. So if Ugandans are supposed to import these cameras, let URA waive taxes on these cameras so that people can import in these cameras freely. Because these days, Omeme is so expensive. All these suburbs, nobody puts on security lights because they are economizing on their yaka, Your Excellency. So you move in residential areas, it's too dark. I've tried several times. I live in Lira, but I'm very, very informed and I'm very exposed. I've traveled, Your Excellency. I've moved almost every big cities. I've lived there. Recently, I tried my level best to meet Jennifer Musisi. I have a solution to traffic jam in Kampala. But I walked to somebody's office. They said, "Are you an engineer?" "No." "Who are you?" That is the character of Kampala. Now, there's a very big gap between the people who are doing the work and the local community. So there's a lot of anger out there, Your Excellency. You have information, who to give? This 99 you call, it's in here in Kampala. Hello, wewe nani? Where are you calling from? Sasa jina yako, ID na... There are so many irrelevant questions.